Money won't buy you happiness. Who am I kidding? It'll rent it, and it sure can buy a reasonable facsimile. To help you get the rest of the way, it's the show that pays you to learn, pays you to refer, and gives away thousands of dollars cash. Marshall Silver Radio.
Welcome back. What do you need to be a millionaire? What's it going to take? Well, here's what it's going to take. Number one, it's not something you aim for. It's something that you are. So you need to be a millionaire. And even though it seems like I'm saying it in jest, I'm not. You need to be a millionaire before the money is deposited in your bank account. You need to think what a millionaire thinks. You will automatically do what a millionaire does, and you will create the revenue that you seek. To do that, though, it's going to require way more work than you've been doing. Now, I know you think you've been working hard, and you may even be putting in a lot of hours. It doesn't matter. Obviously, it doesn't work that way. If it did, you'd have money. The challenge is that you need to figure out what it is that you love. You need to figure out who you are first, and then you need to figure out what it is that you love. I love doing this radio show. I absolutely love it. I do not get paid to do this radio show. With the amount of money that we give away, it's certainly not for profit. And I'm about to give $1,000 away here in a moment. It's not for profit. I do this radio show because I really believe there's no place that you can go to get good information. I happen to think that Dr. Phil is, for the most part, full of baloney. I really am not a big fan. I think he's done great works. And again, he's got a very, very, very successful television show. He's making about $80 million a year. I just happen to think that a lot of his advice is not sound. It's dangerous. And I told you that you've got to be careful of who you let coach you, because the result may not be what you want. You know, I created a program called I Am Permanently Slender. The program works extremely well. I'm using it right now to program my brain back. My eating habits over the last 2 weeks have dramatically changed, a complete 180. And my body's showing it. Even though I'm only down 10 pounds of weight, I can see that I'm down more than that in fat, for sure. I happen to believe the bigger challenge for you is that you are attempting to make money so that you can have the life that you want. And I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to figure out what you love, then I'll figure out how to help you monetize it. So number one, you need to be a millionaire right now. You need to ask yourself through the rest of the day, would a millionaire do this? Whatever this thing is. Would a millionaire spend 4 hours on Facebook without getting anything else done? Or would a millionaire shut down Facebook so that you could focus? People ask me, why are you doing a radio show rather than a TV show? Because I can do a radio show and you can still get your work done. You can listen to the radio show passively, which is what I want you to do in the background, and still continue to work. And maybe something I say will inspire you. So number one, be a millionaire right now. Ask yourself through the course of the day, WWMD, what would a millionaire do? Number two, I want you to really focus on what you love. I love helping people. I love performing. I love making people laugh. I love stirring things up and making people think. That's what I dig. I love people. So I love interacting with people. Number one, be a millionaire today. Number two, figure out what it is you love. Number three, you must learn to communicate. Communication equals wealth. You've got to learn how to interact with people in a powerful, positive, productive way. You've got to inspire people. Kenny Loggins sings, I once met a man who knew where he was going and he invited everyone to come along. You must invite other people to come along. I want to win the Nobel Prize with you. I'd like us to do it together. How we're going to do it together is this radio show. You want to get to every single event you can. The Get Rich Radio Symposium, First Million coming up this weekend in Vegas. Even if you've already attended, get back. Because what happens is this doesn't just become something that you learned about or, something you listen to. It becomes a way of life, which is the next component of being a millionaire, is that it is a way of life. I acknowledge it with great embarrassment and humility. Being fat has cost me millions and millions and millions of dollars. The incongruency is so great that there is no way for me to avoid that simple truth. Now, how about you? And again, people will love you when you're in the process. Do not for a moment feel bad as long as you're working on the thing that you know you need to change. Human beings are human beings. We give each other grace because we need grace. And anybody that doesn't give you grace is not your friend anyway. So it is a matter of figuring out what is incongruent in your life, because that's the Achilles heel. That's the thing that's not working for you. Maybe you're in a toxic relationship. Maybe you put too much importance on being in a relationship. Maybe your self-esteem is low. And I've said this already, nothing raises self-esteem faster than exercise. You know you did something good for yourself. And again, exercise at your level. Chris Andrews just took off 85 pounds of fat by walking, by paying attention to what he's eating. We're putting him in the infomercial. He's going to see the infomercial every single day and be reminded of the great thing that he did. Anthony Aries, same thing, took off 60-plus pounds. He's in the infomercial. The slender, attractive Marshall in the infomercial, along with the picture of his fat belly before he took the 55 pounds off. So the bottom line is you've got to figure out what the Achilles heel is. What is the focus of rejection? The way to ask yourself this question, if I were to wave a magic wand over your head, what would it change? And whatever you tell me it would change, that's the thing to work on. You got to love people, because in order for you to be a millionaire, something has to be sold. That's the way it works. In order for you to be a millionaire, something has to be sold. So if you know how to sell things, guess what? The world is your oyster. I am the top closer on any stage that I step on. Why? I understand the human mind. I know the path people go down. In addition, you've got to figure out how to manage teams. You're going to have to figure out how to leverage people. When I decided to launch Get Rich Radio and Prosperity Alliance, had to break my whole company, meaning that I had to start over. That what I was doing before was fine, except in order for me to build something scalable and saleable, I knew that I would have to start over with everything, which is the reason we did a major house cleaning at the office, which is why we're still hiring a lot of people. Got a new general manager coming in. I'm very excited. He has been a student of mine for many years. He's a very successful financial planner, CPA, great man, the antithesis of the personality type of me where I'm kind of gregarious and loud and abrupt. He's much more diplomatic than me, so a nice balance. We are hiring 2 brand new customer service people. I think we've found them. We are hiring an event manager, an appearance manager, a brand new personal executive assistant for me so that my beautiful bride, Erica, can be a mommy and have a baby and not work so hard, because she continues to work very hard. And the biggest challenge for you in becoming a millionaire is recognizing what makes you unique. If you're a real estate investor, why do I want to sell you my house or do a deal with you? If you are a retailer, why do I pick your store over another store? If you are a network marketer, what's the reason I'm all over you and your opportunity? All things being equal, it's got nothing to do with your product. It's got everything to do with you. I want to be in business with you. I want to be in business with you. I want to make you millions and millions of dollars. You've got to come see me in person. Get registered for the symposium right now and stay tuned. The cash is about to be given away.